WCA here for Classic Car Clips. Full tank of fuel, straight road ahead, and blue skies above. We're off to Thruxton for some racing. Stick around to the end when we get up close and personal in the paddock area. Thruxton's a friendly little race circuit in South England, just near Andover. One of the fastest circuits, so let's get inside and see some classic car racing. And what a classic race this is! Over the sound of those engines, cars from the 70s and 80s, mixture of Capris, Jags, two Alphas in there, a couple of Minis, of course. They're sitting off here, control start, but they're up into racing soon. So let's watch them as they shoot off, and then we'll wait for them to come around and see who's got the lead at the end of the first competitive circuit. And, yep, it's a big Jag in the front, Camaro behind, followed by a Capri. Mustang, Rover SD1, Alpha, I think, little Mini, Capri, little Renault 5 Turbo. At this point, these cars are all quite bunched up, but they will spread out. What's nice with the classic car racing is that they do spread out, so you've got a constant flow of cars come past you. Oh, little red top Mini, bringing up the rear. Hey! As lap 2 comes through, you can see first car's coming through, and who's it? Yeah, it's a Jag again. Beginning to open its lead, the V12 power really coming through here. Followed by, oh, the Capri's got past the Camaro. The Camaro is second last lap, and there's Mustang. Yep, they're beginning to settle into places, forming groups. Rover SD1, another Capri. Yeah, a little Mini, and Renault 5, bright yellow one there, Renault 5 Turbo. Okay, so now we get the second little gaggle through, led by Classic Alpha with a Capri on his backside, and another Capri. Green and white Alpha GTV. It's really nice, beautiful sound. Older Alpha, and there's the red top Mini bringing up the rear again. Lap 3 comes through, and I'm guessing that's Jag. Yep, really stomping its authority on this race. That's really strong performance there. And the Capri is staying ahead of the Camaro, opening up the gap in fact. So there's Camaro following through behind. Mustang, as you can see, these front few keep in position, just gradually spreading those gaps out a bit. Pair of Capri's getting closer. Oh, and the Renault 5's got past that little Mini. That's the white Mini, not the red top, which we'll wait for. Yeah, quite a big gap to his next gaggle with the Alpha. Capri's pushing hard. Yep. Green and white Alpha. Here he comes. Come on through. Yay, the red top Mini. Into lap 4, and you wouldn't bet against this Jag, would you? If you can hear him pulling up that hill before these corners. It's an amazing beast. Really stretching out his sleeve. Yeah, Capri's still in second, so they're just blasting through. And here comes Camaro in third. These first few are just consolidating their positions, keeping racing, keeping fast, but the gaps between them are growing. Further down the track, it's much closer. The SD1's there, but then look at these two Capris, nose to tail through here. They're really battling it out. Renault 5 and the Mini chasing through. The excitement of actually trying to follow this season series of which car's going where really does work. And I really wish I'd wiped that smudge off this damn camera. I apologise to you guys. But hopefully it's not destroying your enjoyment too much as the next gaggle will come through with the Alphas, Capris. So I'm wondering, those Capris are looking much closer than they were last time through. So let's see how that develops. And this should be the green and white. Yeah, the green and white. Oh, did you hear the scream of that engine? Green and white Alpha. Little classic one, a pretty little thing with step nose. And of course, good old red roof. Into lap 5, and the gap between the red roof Mini and this Jag is shrinking every lap. As that streams past us, I wouldn't be surprised to see that lapping the Mini in the next, lap or two at the most. Capri's still following up hard. Yeah. You may think this race is pretty much predictable. There's a Camaro through, but with these cars, these are 50-year-old cars, 40-year-old cars, they do not always make it to the end of the race. You will see cars dropping out. There goes the Stang. This becomes a war of nerves, a war of attrition. How hard do you push it, and how much do you try to save the car? Oh, look at those Capris really dicing through those corners now. And the Renault 5 pulling a little gap out of that white Mini. Oh, this is racing at its best. Every time you think this action's finished, the next gaggle of cars come through. You're not just looking for the 3 or 4 cars in the front, right the way through. Oh, look at this! That Alpha's really pushing, trying to cut through on the inside. There's racing at every step of this convoy of cars, and because of the different levels, it does form a convoy throughout the whole length of the lap. You don't just get a little more blasted past in one go, big gap, then blasted through. It's car after car after car. Races within the race. And that's a Jag. That Jag has come through before our Mini. Yep, and there's a Mini. So this is lap 5 or 6 because the Mini has now been overtaken by the Jag. This is where all commentary goes to pot as I lose track of who's in front of who. But here's hoping. Well, that was the Capri just went through. Here comes the Camaro. So we've got the Jag in front of the Mini, red top. Then we've got the Capri and the Camaro. I bet they're in front next lap. And if my guessing is right, it's the blue Mustang next. And yeah, here comes the Mustang. Excellent. 2 Capris chasing through. Hang on, there used to be an Alpha in among that lot. So we've lost an Alpha from this race. There's the Renault 5. Actually, there's a couple, and the white Mini. There's a couple of cars gone from that group already. This is what I say about this being a war of attrition. That Jag may have a huge lead now, but if it doesn't make it to the end, it will not win the race. As we look at this next group come through, you can see the war of attrition is really taking place. There are definitely fewer cars in here. I'm losing track of exactly how many dropped out, but that's a gaggle of 3. I used to be a gaggle of 4. Let's hope the Jag's still in on this one. What do we see? Oh, there it goes. The Jag's ahead of the green and white Alpha. Thank goodness for that. I hope that Jag wins this race. It really does deserve it. The performance it's put in has been stellar. Here comes the little Alpha, and yeah, carry on through. Have we got a little red roof coming through anytime soon? Yay, there goes red roof. So as we see the Camaro chasing down the Mini, we see the two Capris swapping positions there, straight through the corner. One guy there outbraked himself. This late in the race, your tyres are going, your brakes are going, everything's going. You're just praying you can make it to the end, praying you can keep in front of the other guys. And you see here, the Jags are carrying past the cars. I bet he's praying for reliability at this point. We wish him all the luck. These other guys still racing hard among themselves. Everybody's in their own battle. And sometimes the battles aren't what they seem. Here you can see the Alpha GTV, green and white, being chased hard by that Capri. Actually, the Capri's ahead of the GTV, despite being behind it on the track. It's 1 lap ahead. What we've got coming through next is the Camaro. Now, the Camaro is behind the Capri and is physically behind the Capri, but it's ahead of these Alpha. You think the commentary stuff's easy, do you? So here comes the Stang coming through. It's noticeable a few of these cars are driving a lot more cautiously now. Stang wasn't nailing as quickly as this. SD1 giving much more room through the curves. Although having said that, these 2 Capris are still battling away furiously. They swapped positions against us last time I saw. And the little Renault 5 Turbo clinging on valiantly with a Mini chasing up. Should note that that white Mini is actually a much more modified version than the red top we've been waiting for. And talking of waiting for, we haven't seen it for a while. Oh no! Oh, that's not looking good. Yeah, there's our little red top indicator on. That's a Jag power spots. It sounds like that Mini's running on 3 cylinders, so I think we've lost the Mini. But the Jag still seems to be in the lead. Coming through, thick and fast still. Proper racing here, you can see. Looks like the Alpha's going around the outside of the Capri, coming out of that corner. And a bit of slide there. So these guys, I was saying they're going cautious, they seem to be doing cautious quite quickly. It's still very entertaining to watch. I'm losing sight of the start-finish line here. What's that? Oh, there's a Camaro going through, chased by, well, it's overtaken the green and white Alpha. So from here, it's struggling to see the start-finish line, but we know the race is going to be finishing soon. That Jag went through. I think it's got 1 lap left. So can it make it, having led from the start? Hang on, that's the Stang again. Have we see? Has something happened to the Jag? Can we get it through? We'll keep watching this. I'm thinking, yeah, here's the 2 battling Capris, still battling away. Renault 5, white Mini. I don't believe it. I think we've lost the Jag. It's gone the way of the Mini. Oh, gutting. Amazing. Oh, hang on. No. There we go. Oh. Yeah, just off camera, that's pulling the pits. Oh, right. Last lap, or last but one lap. Oh. That's kind of gutting, but let's me think. So that means that we've got the White Capri in first. Yeah, here comes the White Capri. This is actually now leading the race. Those two are nothing to do with it at the moment. They're laps down. And there should be Camaro in second place. And we'll see if that's the way it actually finishes. Now we've lost the Jag. There's Camaro going through fast. Yep, so at least those two are still good. And indeed, that was how it finished. So here we are with the winner's cup on top of the roof of that Capri. Lovely looking beast, little stubby spoiler, flared arches, vented. We're in the paddock area of Thruxton. I said it was a friendly circuit. Look at this. I'm getting this close inside the cab of the winning car while it's still ticking with body heat. On a side note, I promised to tell you about the Jag. Yeah, she's just explaining that the steering went, so no right turns. Anyway, join me next episode where we do the A to Z of Thruxton. WCA for Classic Car Clips.